Hello, I'm Dr. Patty Ann Ford, and I'm here to talk to you today about a habit of thinking that is a primary motivator. It's a primary drive, if you will. It's a type of thinking that a lot of people use that get burnt out. They complain of being exhausted, complain of being tired, so they need a day off. They just need maybe a vacation. And if you are that type of person that tends to need breaks, that tends to, or has experienced burnout, I know I have. If you're that person, stick around. I can't get the words out of my mouth today. Stick around. And my name is Dr. Patty Ann Ford. I'm a dietitian, doctor, and coach, and I help you optimize your health with your relationship with food, body weight, and eating. What I want to talk to you today about the habits of thinking, there's three things that drive habits. You have thoughts, you have emotions, and underneath of all of that, you have beliefs. I want to talk to you about the first, thoughts, today. So your habits of thinking matter. What you think, what's your internal dialogue, it matters. It will affect how you feel. Your internal dialogue, you may not even know that you have this tape running all the time. Sometimes you're not even aware. That's called your subconscious thought patterns. Now you have millions of thoughts per day. 80% of them, close to 90% of them, are subconscious, meaning you're not aware that you're having them. So it's really wise to have people in your life. You could call them mentors or coaches or therapists, whatever language you're familiar with. It's really important to have those people in your life that you trust, that you respect, that you feel safe with, to guide you in this messy life that we are all trying to get by. This habit of thinking is called obligatory thinking, or thoughts of obligation. How many times in the day do you say, I need to eat my vegetables? I have to pay this bill. I should be kind to my spouse. If you're using the words, I have to, I must, I should, you run a risk of using a primary driver that is ultimately rooted in pain, a primary driver of obligation, meaning you have to pay your bills. Well, you don't have to. You're choosing to. Now, if you don't, there's a penalty and financial health can suffer, but you don't have to do those things. And you don't have to be kind to your spouse. Now, if you choose to be unkind to your spouse, there may or may not be consequences, but being kind produces things that might be beneficial to the relationship. So do you want to be kind? Do you see the difference in the energy between I have to be kind versus I want to be kind? See how you can create awareness on the frequency of which you're using I have to, I must, or I should. It's a sneaky little thought pattern that I can assess actually, and we can see if you're at risk for thinking that way, and you can actually rewire your thoughts. Now, if you're rewiring this painful thought process, what could be the opposite of pain is pleasure. Imagine wanting to be kind to your spouse. Imagine, I get to pay this bill today. I am choosing to eat vegetables or a cheeseburger today. When you come at it from your own regard that you want to do something, that energy is much more joyful, much more energetic, and much more long-lasting. And you're more likely to stick to those behaviors versus doing something out of a need. So even just look at it, you're writing, how much money do I need to make this month? Well, that's different than, well, how much money do I want to make? Then that's a different conversation. Are your wants, are they dreams? Are they ideas? Are they goals? And those are all very, very, very different. And so sometimes it just takes a space, not long, 5-10 minutes a day, to be aware of your inner dialogue, having a trusted advisor or a coach point that out to you, and then shifting things along the way. Let me tell you, when those shifts happen and your life changes, those moments of time that you spent on self-reflection, self-development, whatever you want to call it, is priceless. They will change your life. And I can speak to it. It has morphed and changed my life completely. I highly, highly suggest you find a space to look at some of these things if you're ready. And if not, that's okay. Take some of this value, hit that like and subscribe button on this channel. My name is Dr. Patty Ann Ford, and I hope you can choose your efforts today, and that produces more joy than you have experienced before. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.